Hey folks, welcome to another Late Night Z special. Just me and the laptop doing an IRL video. So, one of the things that has happened recently, I thought it would be a good discussion point, a good learning point, and that's what I've been doing on my channel. If something happens, I've been trying to think about how I can maybe turn it into a video, a discussion, a talking point, a learning point. I've done this a few times on my channel, and today is no different. So, let's talk about friendship. Let's talk about experiences, social media, that type of stuff. So, some drama happened today that I sort of came across just by pure accident, and it was an interesting point, and I wanted to share it with you. You can let me know how you feel about it. Has this ever happened to you? What's your opinion on this take? So, I won't name any names. Somebody that I've known for 15 years, maybe 15 years. Don't really know of them personally, just sort of have known of them, spoke, etc., been amicable. And this person recently came back into my life. They came back in and they were like, "What are you up to? What are you up to? What have you been doing? Yada, yada, yada." I was like, I'll be honest, I'm not really up to much at the moment. It's not been great. I haven't really been doing much. In fact, I'm pretty embarrassed by it. I said, you've probably gone on to lead a big successful life, and I haven't really done much. So in a way, I'm awkward about that conversation, because if anyone's ever been in that experience, or position, I should say, where you're meeting somebody, you haven't spoke to them, maybe it's a reunion or something like that, and you're like, I haven't really achieved what I wanted to achieve, and I'm going to have to explain that. That's difficult. So I was just like, yeah, I'm doing this thing, I'm making a bit of content, it's a bit of fun, I don't know, that's what I'm doing, deal with it, be open and honest, that's what I'm doing. This person was like I'd say like a business person, done pretty well, family, all of this stuff, right? Doing really, really well for himself. Swap stories, chat a little bit, talk about the past, and play with this person. This person has asked to talk to me over like Discord. We've had, hey, when are you putting your stream on? I want to watch you. Hey, I'm going to subscribe. Hey, I've donated. This kind of stuff, right? This person obviously reconnected with me, so if somebody reaches back out to you, is pretty friendly with you, supports the stuff you're doing, you're like, oh, like we're on the same page. This is pretty good. And that was that really. Never had any problems. It was only yesterday. You can have a look in my public Discord. I was actually asking, oh, is this person streaming? Is this person streaming? I haven't seen him stream in a while. I'd like to watch his stream. What's his username? Flick through my Discord. Oh, he's not in the Discord anymore. I wonder where he's gone. I don't know. People leave Discords all the time, right? Sometimes you just don't want the notifications and you leave a Discord. You might come back. Who knows? So, that was that. Then out of the blue, I get banned from this video game, and I did my, cringe, fun parody video that is obviously trying to make light of a situation that, sort of hurt me. So I'm like, yeah, I'll just do a funny video. I'll make it over the top, stupid, cringe, someone can have a laugh. If I just sit at a PC and do a statement, no one's going to watch it, so I'll just do a bravado, stupid intro, right? And then I see a load of tweets about me, and it goes like this, and I want to address it because it's an interesting thing. So this GGZII shit is cringe. This is what he did in the past. He was banned in the past and lashed out. It's disappointing that he hasn't grown up. It's disappointing that he hasn't grown up. He has nothing in his life. That's why he cares. Also, he was very, horrible on his streams, and sort of that made me concerned. And basically, This guy's a no-life cringe loser with nothing going on in his life, hasn't changed. And I was like, wait a minute, why is this guy coming at me like this? So we'll dissect it, and I'll just share openly how I feel about that situation, because it's interesting. So, number one, this person knew that he was getting back in contact with me, and yeah, I don't have much going on in my life. I'm sorry. I don't have very much self-confidence, and I struggle to do things. That might seem weird because I do a load of bravado YouTube videos and a load of talks, but they're difficult for me, and I believe that every day you should do something difficult, and one of those things for me is improving my confidence in speech and getting a bit more comfortable with myself. And I think you can look back over the course of my channel, say like the 5 years, I think I've got a lot better. I think I've got a lot better at that, and I'm proud of that. Now, to somebody that's super confident, to somebody that's got their life all set and everything's going great, that little thing might not seem like much, but that actually was a huge thing for me. So you know what? I don't have much going on in my life, but I'm trying my very best, and you know that. So I'm not going to apologize for not having a fantastic life. That is, when I make my decisions, like, oh, what am I going to do here, this, that, I'm making them for me. I'm not making them for you, the guy that's, quote, fallen out. I'm not making my life decisions for you. So if they're really affecting you, then that's fine, you can leave. But I'm not going to apologize for not being the person you, quote, think I should be or whatever. So that was weird. Number two, the weirdest one, was he brought up something about in the past how I was banned. This is very strange. I'll tell you why. Somebody that has a lot going on in their life, such as this person, I don't see why they would concern themselves with, quote, me, who has nothing going on in his life and is a terrible human. So, if his life is so brilliant and everything's going on swimmingly and he's just loving every moment, why are you concerned what I'm doing? Forget it, mate. Just a dude on the internet. Just forget it. Like, move on. So that's a bit confusing, because if I was in a position where I was super successful, family, money, car, big house, able to do what I wanted, I wouldn't be worried that some random bloke on the internet doesn't quite have his shit together. Strange. Number two, the thing he brought up was this, and I'll tell you this because this was really odd, because this to me shows a level of like harbouring a grudge or something, like cancel culture, trying to get me cancelled. I don't know what it is, but this is what it said. In 2006, 2007, there was a website called GGZII. You could upload montages to this. I uploaded my montage to it, and it wasn't accepted. It wasn't good enough. Video editing wasn't good enough. At the time, that's what I was practicing, video editing. So when somebody said, your video editing sucks, you're not going on the channel, I was like, fuck you, mate, this is really good, and I lashed out at him, and I got myself banned permanently from the channel because I talk shit and I got banned, right? And that sounds like okay. But listen, I was 12 years old. In 2006, I believe I'd just turned 12. 2007 was like 13, and I was a 13-year-old kid making YouTube videos. And when a 13-year-old kid sits down and he puts all of his effort into making a video and he submits it to somebody and to a game and a channel that he's like, oh, I really hope I get... I didn't handle it well. I was a child. So I'm not going to apologise for little old 12-year-old me that didn't handle something well enough, because I was a child. So that is really, really odd that a bloke that is much older, I believe, than me, doing much more successful, whatever you want to call it, is so concerned with what I did when I was a 12-year-old kid. And I'm telling you this because I want to discuss it with you as a channel, because all these things are learning points and I think they're interesting videos. And you could take the stance of ignore it and no one's ever going to hear of this stupid tweet. So I could be bringing unnecessary drama on myself, but I'm doing it because I think it's a good learning point. So there's that, right? Yeah, I didn't handle it well. I was a dick. Then he said that I lashed out and constantly ban evaded and threw harassment out. The only reason I can think he said this is because this ties in with the quote ban I currently had for Gears 5, and he's tried to like string the two together to make me look bad and cancel me. And again, let me say this. In 2006, I think I was banned on the Gears forum, or 2007? Can't remember specific dates. Could even be 2008. But I would have been 12, 13, 14 years old. I had Tesco broadband. I had no knowledge of PCs. Like, I didn't have like a VPN. I couldn't get around an IP ban. I didn't make multiple accounts. I was banned and I was pissed off that I was banned. But I was banned. So the idea that he's concocted this story is strange in itself, because why does he care? The second is, I was a kid, and that's even weirder, concocting a story about a lie about a child. But it's just not true. So there's that. Then there's the element of the whole time we've been reunited, we've actually been pretty amicable. Like I say, he's subscribed, he's donated, we've shared pictures, like of like houses where he is, like what I'm up to, what he's up to. It's all been fine. But then all of a sudden, boom, like this guy's a piece of shit, he's awful, and now I don't like him. And that to me is like a lesson for you guys, that you really have to be, you do sadly have to be guarded, because you don't know who you're talking to. People might seem friendly and like honest with you, but there is a reason, like on this channel I've done like no collaborations, basically because you don't know what someone's trying to get from you or trying to prove or trying to do. And sadly, the way the world is, you have to be very protective of yourself. And it's, I wouldn't say it's upsetting, it's disappointing, because it was pretty cool to have an old friend be reunited, and only to realise that there was something more going on, that they weren't happy with this situation. And lastly, the last point that was brought up, and I hold my hand up here, there's, like I say, there's no judgment on this channel. 5 months ago? 6 months ago? Maybe somewhere around that time, I reinstalled StarCraft because I got the new PC, and I was like, yes, I can play the game I used to play when I was like, I don't know, however old I was. But that game made me super angry. For those that don't know, it's a 1v1 strategy game, and when you lose, you can't blame anyone. You've lost because of your decisions, your play, whatever. I get super fucking frustrated at it because it's a solo game and you're like, fuck's sake, mate, come on, do better, you're better than this. Instead of me saying, come on, mate, do better than this, what I like to say is, the guy I'm playing is a fucking dick. Fuck you, you shit bastard. That's what I like to say. Because we do it, don't we? You're playing a 1v1 and you're losing to some guy and you know it's your fault, and what you should say is, GG, well played, you had a really good strategy, you executed it well, and I executed mine poorly. What you actually say is, you fucking sweaty motherfucking piece of shit, dude. Fucking, I can't believe you've done a cloak banshee, you shit bastard, you trash. That's what you actually say out loud. And sometimes you even fucking type it, you absolute fucking scrub, fuck off, right? We've all done it, right? Is that something to crucify me on? Is that something to cancel me over? No. Now, I will say, 5 months ago, I was so fucking pissed off with this game that out loud I said the following. Oh, mate, this guy is such a fucking dick with his fucking Templar or whatever it is. You fucking kill yourself, mate. That's what I said. Now, as somebody that's a big advocate of mental health, that's pretty fucking bad, right? You shouldn't say that shit. I didn't type it to him. I didn't send it to him, get him, because I know how much that affects people. But I was streaming, you know, granted to like 5 people, but, you know, you still shouldn't say it. But out loud, I was like, fucking, oh, I wish this guy'd fucking kill himself. It's fucking shit bastard, mate. All right, it's a heat of the moment rage thing. I shouldn't have said it. And you know what I did? I actually uninstalled the game, deleted the game, deleted the VOD, and haven't streamed the game since because I was not happy that that game gets me so frustrated and it puts me in a position where I should be a better adult and I should not get mad. But I'm like, it's better just to take the temptation away. So I uninstalled the game, haven't played it since. That's why there's no StarCraft on my channel. And we don't have that issue anymore. It's the same reason I don't play League of Legends, because MOBAs can get people really pissed off, and I just don't want to be in that position where I'm constantly playing a game, I'm online streaming, I'm having to control what I'm saying. That's stressing me out because I don't like being on camera. I'm thinking about how I'm being perceived and all of this stuff, because although you don't know it, I'm very self-conscious, I'm very nervous when I'm on stream. It's why my streams are normally typically short when I have a camera on, because I find it very mentally draining. And as a result, I don't play those games because they get me mad and I don't want to be that guy. They turn me into something I'm not. So those are his points. Like, yeah, I did say that. Like, it's pretty fucking bad, but we learn from it and we haven't said it since. And there seems to be this notion that in today's world, you can't make a mistake. I think you can. As long as if it's not a super ridiculous mistake, like a life changing one, like saying or doing something like bloody murder, if you come out and you get stressed at a video game or you did some stupid fucking shit when you were 12 years old, I think you're all allowed a little bit of a second chance, right? And this is important as well. If this person was a friend, he would have called me up after the incident over StarCraft and he'd have said, I really didn't like the way you handled that. I don't like seeing that from you. What's going on there, mate? Are you okay? Because honestly, like, we've all been there. When you're doing shit in a game and you're not in a good headspace, you take it out on people, don't you? So that would have been the right approach. Hey, how you doing, mate? What's going on? You seemed really fucking stressed. It's just a game, mate. Is there something more going on? I've had that happen from other friends. When that Discord shit went on, where there was people in my Discord saying really hurtful shit and I was banning them, and then they were getting stressed that I was banning them, they called me up and were like, hey man, like, I see what's going on. You're making the right call here. Like, banning these people is a good decision. It's not good for you or your brand. And ultimately, like, yeah, they may be pissed off, but like, you got to look after yourself. And it's good to see you doing that. And we also spoke about some other issues, like, what they think about like me, what they'd like to see from me. And that's what friends do, right? They have like a back and a forth, and it's not like confrontational. It's like you're trying to level each other up because you're looking out for each other. That's what he could have done. He could have said, what's going on here? But he didn't. He harbored it. He hid it. He didn't say anything until he waited for this moment where he's like, I'm going to say this shit because it ties in with this drama and I'm going to try and upset the bloke. So that's my learning experience. Just keep your eyes open and you'll know that a real mate and a real friend, they will try to level you up. They'll try to level you up and help you. They won't stay quiet and harbour something and then try to like silently cancel you from some fucking subtweet. So weirdly, after saying all this, I don't harbour any grudges. I say dumb shit. I go over the top. He probably doesn't truly mean that, but there is probably an element of truth in it, a strong element of truth. Maybe he was disappointed in the way I handled it. Maybe he thought I was a different person, and he's frustrated with the person he thought I was, and I am. Who knows? But the point is, I don't have any problem with the bloke. I don't have any problem with any of this. I feel like when humans communicate, you should be able to like sort your shit out and then help each other and move on. It seems like on the internet though, especially, there's never that point where you both go, yeah, we fucked up. Like, shake hands, like, let's move on, let's carry on. There is never that. There's always this low-key like harbouring and festering of like, I've got this over him. I'm going to keep this. I've got this over him. So that was a little 20-minute talk about some stuff. I don't know how you feel about this, but that's partly why I'm no longer really active on Twitter. I tried to keep my tweets to a minimum because going on that platform, it's too easy to send hate back and forth. It's too easy to attack people, too easy to bring up past stuff out of context. And I just thought, yeah, you should be able to discuss these things and then like shake hands and move on. But unfortunately, that's not the case, and it is what it is. So that's my learning point. That's how my Sunday. That's how my Sunday was. Hopefully, your Sunday was a little bit better. We'll see you tomorrow.